Ciao Juventini of the world. I hope you are doing well today. Again, Sunday, quite late for the people living in Europe, 11 p.m. So wait a second, I will check if I'm live. I will check
For the people
if people hear me well.
if I'm live.
Looks like it's working perfectly. That's good. So I am on YouTube, and for the first time, I'm also on Twitch. I have no idea how Twitch is working, but I will try to figure that out. So the most important thing is to say hello to everyone. We have, and I will pin them. We have Lara, who is here. Ciao, Lara. We have Michael. We have I Love Football. Ciao, I Love Football. Who else do we have? Let's see. We have Marco Sufjan. Ciao, Marco. We have Rad. Ciao, Rad. Look at that. We are with quite a few again. So that's nice. That's really nice. And I have a nice news, I have to say. It's that Sampdoria just scored. So I'm also watching a bit the game. I don't know what you are doing. I don't know if you are looking at the game or not, but that's what I'm doing. I was watching and I hope that Inter lose. So again, ciao everyone, ciao Juventini of the world. We have a lot to speak today. We have the game versus Bologna. That's tomorrow, 9:45, unusual hour. We have the Coppa Italia that we just lost versus Napoli, penalty shootout. We have a video that I did today about Sarri versus Pjanic. I don't know if you were able or not to see the video, but dramatic. We there had a fight today in the training session. Then we had also Sarri that went to the microphones of Sky saying that it was absolutely not true. So we will speak about all those things. Normally the standard is 1 hour. Sometimes I don't even know how I do to fill 1 hour, but with you guys that are always there every live, that's really fun, really fun, because you ask me question, I answer them, and that's a standard time that I want to do it. I'm considering to do it 30 minutes before, also for people living in Europe. Maybe 10:30 would be better. So let me know also in the comments or on Twitter, whatever, what time you prefer. I have to do it quite late also for people living in America, but so Muslim join. Ciao Muslim. The intro is always a bit waiting that people join so that we can wait. Look at that. We have already some prediction for tomorrow. 0-0. I think it's difficult. So let's start with the Coppa Italia. Ermias is also there. Ciao, Ermias. I hope you are doing fine. So, guys, Coppa Italia, disaster. We played a few days ago. I'm still not okay with the result, but more than the result is the way we played. That's for me pathetic way of playing. We played bad. I made a few videos about it, and I'm really concerned and worried about the next game. What will happen in the next game? I don't know. We have 12 games to play in Serie A, one or maybe more in Champions League. So we played already a lot. Sarri did 37 games. That's a lot. And today we still have no identity. We have no identity. We have problems in the midfield. We have problems in the front. We still are looking for the position of players in June, end of June, and this is not normal. Today we saw Atalanta. Atalanta was playing. They won 4-1. They started a bit slow, and they started accelerating. It was beautiful to see. They scored four. Not one nor two, four. Inter is playing now. They scored one goal the last game. They were eliminated versus Napoli. But look now, they scored two goals. They are attacking at the moment. So it's the 60th minute, and Inter is attacking. I was not expecting from Juventus to have, like a spectacular Juve, that calcio champagne that we say, but at least some solutions in the front, at least some shots in goal. nothing happened. So yeah, really, really worried about Juventus. Ciao, Michael. Michael joined. What a grinta. I think Marco Sufianis is speaking about Atalanta. Yes, they want to win. They want to go. They want to go for it. They know 12 games every 3 days, so we don't have a lot. We have until the beginning of August. They will go 100% for it. Um, let's start with some question. This is a question. Coppa Italia is sad to lose the final, but it's not that important. We want the money. That's what we wanted from it. In the past, Coppa Italia was considered not really important, but then when you play and when you arrive until the final, that I believe you want to win. Because the money is there. The money is there. You already won it, so I don't believe that a player on earth on that level is really saying like I don't care about winning the final. But I don't know what happened. It's really really strange. So did I see Locatelli? To be honest, I saw a bit the game Atalanta versus Sassuolo. I was not really paying a lot of attention to the game and to Locatelli in particular because I had also family that came house. So no, I saw the result. I saw the match was on, but I was not really looking into detail. So let's speak a bit about Arthur. I will put the comments bigger, guys, because it's really small. So let's put them bigger. Wait. Okay, here we are, so that we can really see and read the comments. What do you think about the latest news of Arthur? I always said, and people that follow me, they probably know. I always said that Arthur never said no to Juventus. I repeated a lot of time. He never said no to Juventus. He said, and he's continued to say, that he wants to stay at Barcelona. To explain again a bit what I'm thinking about that transfer, you are 23 years old. You are Brazilian. You come from Brasilia. You come to Barcelona, a sunny city where you have the sea, where Spanish is also a language that it's quite easy to learn. You have your friends. You play in a top elite club as Barcelona, because they are top elite club, whatever you say. You have Messi playing there. It's a club where for us Juventus fans, we love Juventus. But if you are not a Juventus fan, for sure, if you play and you have the opportunity to play that young at Barcelona, it makes sense that it's quite difficult to change, because it's not only the football game or the football life that you are changing. It's your entire private life, maybe the life of your children. If you will have a girl and she will be pregnant, it's really important to understand it. Going to Torino, that I love as a city, so beautiful. Torino is a beautiful city, but you don't have the sea next to it. So the weather is really nice in Torino, but it's not the same as in Barcelona. So the quality of life, even if I love Torino, I understand for people that doesn't know Torino, that never been there and discovered the city, is something that you think about. So I understand the young player like that is really reluctant to leave Barcelona. We are not speaking about a player like Timo Werner leaving Leipzig. It makes sense. Leipzig, I went there. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's a big city in Germany, but the weather, the culture, it's not the same as going to Chelsea, London, or going to Spain or to Juventus in Torino. So it makes sense for a player like that to try everything to stay at Barcelona. Then, for sure, what happened if uh, he can't play at Barcelona? And you saw 2 games he was on the bench. Um, let's see what will happen with that. I still continue to hope that we sign him, because I really believe on the right he can be a real good player for Sarri, or maybe for our next coach. Let's see who we will have as coach. That's an important one. So ciao Beppe, ciao Hubert. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Then you have Lara saying, seriously, we don't need Arthur. We need like Kai Havertz. It's another type of player. I know. I heard about it that he looks like he would go to Chelsea. Also, is also linked there. I think Chelsea is doing a really crazy mercato because the last sessions they were not able to buy players, and now they are going full power. Because yeah, I think also them they are a bit annoyed and they want to go back to winning titles, guys. Um, this is just for you. If you want to call my name shorter, it's Caden. If you want, I'm not going to complain. So, Caden, I will call you Caden from now on. Caden, I love football. Uh, Barcelona is one of the most alive city indeed. Yeah, I work. One of my task in my work is to travel a lot and going to cities. And I went to Barcelona a few times. It's really a nice city. I would personally not live there. I would love to live there when I was 20 years old. It's amazing city where you have a lot of fun. You can go out. The city is always alive 24/7. It's beautiful. But now, I'm 38. I would not. Maybe my son one day, because he's 12 now, if he want to go there in Erasmus for 1 year, I will tell him go for it because it's a nice city. But no, for me, not anymore. I prefer Madrid. For example. Even if you don't have the sea, the transport is amazing. You can go down, you can go up, you can go everywhere with the train. It's 1 hour 30 everywhere if you want to go. Mallorca, blah blah blah, and you have all the airports, so it's amazing. But yeah, again, I understand. I read that the deal should be finalized before 30 June. You can extend it because after 30 June, and I will try to explain a bit what's happening with the crazy Mercato. So, a lot of players have contract until the 30th of June this year. And that's why they are actually opening some kind of transfers in terms of contract. So it doesn't mean that players can move from one team to the other. They can if they want. So, for example, Cavani, he finishes contract with PSG. If he doesn't want to stay at PSG, because that's also one of the news, he can go to his new team. I'm inventing Manchester United. Okay, he can go there from the 1st of July, but he cannot play with the team until the next season. Okay, why? And that's what's happening. So if Pjanic, if we sell him to Barcelona before the 30th of June, he can decide if he want to finish the season with Juventus. That's an agreement between the three parts, Juventus, Barcelona, and Pjanic. What does he want to do? Finish with Juventus or not? Or he can go to Barcelona, but waiting until the next season starts. Why are they trying to do that exchange before the 30th of June? It's quite simple. It's plusvalenza, profits. So it means that actually financially the clubs has also books to show to the finance. They have to show if they are in positive or negative, how many money they are winning or losing, and then it goes back to next year. And all those financial days, they end at 30th of June. So doing today an exchange between Pjanic and another player will be a big profit for Juventus. Why? Because Pjanic is there since a few years now. We bought him for 32 million plus 8 million bonus that we also paid, I believe, so 40 millions. And you don't pay that. Yeah, you pay that money to the club immediately, but in your books you don't have that in your books 40 million immediately. You have that spread over a few years. So if you have a contract of 5 years, it means that 40 million divided by 5, it's if I'm not wrong, 8 million is a year that you pay for that player. Since we already paid Pjanic back, so that means if we sell him for 50 or 70 million, I don't know, we remain with 8 millions to pay Pjanic, not to Roma, but to the books financially of Juventus. That's how it works. 8 millions. If we sell him for 70 million, it means that you have a difference of like 62 millions gaining for Juventus. Okay, if you take Arthur for a bit less, I was reading today 70 million for Pjanic, 50 million for Arthur. It means that those millions for Arthur, you don't have them in your books immediately because you will spread it over the contract year. So if we have contract of 5 years for Arthur, it means that we will have to pay him 10 year, 10 year, 10 year, 10 year. If we don't do it in before the 30th of June, that profit, that plusvalenza, will not work because the books close at 30 June. So it will the Mercato reopen in July. Sorry. In September, it opens in September and it ends on the 5th of October. It means that those plusvalenza, those profit will be booked for next year, 30 June. So that's why there is a lot of pressure to do a big profit, especially with the millions that we lost due to the COVID-19, with all the atmosphere in the stadiums and so on. The people that watched the game that didn't buy, we were not able to release um, the new shirts like we normally do in end of May, beginning of July. So that's a lot of money that doesn't come in Juventus. That's why they really push to finish that deal. We spoke a lot about finance, so I hope it's still okay for you guys, and that you're still awake after my long talk about profits and finance. Let me know what you think about those kinds of comments. Probably maybe some of you don't know, but that's how a club works. Actually, the finance of a club are really really important. So let's go to another question. Wait. We have Marcos Villani say, but Leipzig is city that is alive with a lot of investment in last year. It's true, because I have a store there in Leipzig, and yeah, the city is doing well. But if you speak about, do you prefer to live in Leipzig or Barcelona? There is not a lot of hesitation, at least for me. What about Pogba? Pogba, it's a problem. But did you see the game with Manchester United? He played like 30 minutes. It was his 10th game of the season with Manchester United because he was a long time injured. What a game did he do! Incredible game. He had a beautiful score. They ended 1-1 because he was also able to have a penalty, not scoring because Bruno Fernandes did. But you had a 100% accuracy in long passes. There was one pass that you probably saw on YouTube or Twitter. It's a class player, I would dream to have him now. Are we able to do it? I don't know. Maybe with that profit of Pjanic, that will bring a lot of money in the books. So if we can do that, maybe we still have a chance to dream. But I think it will be difficult, probably before COVID-19, before coronavirus. Yes, now it's difficult. I'm looking forward for tomorrow's game, but with some doubts. Me too. Me too. Not only because of our last performances, because we played really shit. We played bad, without creativity, without nothing. But also mentally. Mentally, we just lost the Coppa Italia. Players are not 100% there. And then we have the injuries. Alexandro, big injury. Why? Because we have no sub on the left back. There is nobody, so we will try to adapt Danilo or De Sciglio. Let's see. De Sciglio didn't play since I don't know how long. So how long will he stay fit in the game? I don't know. And then we had that fight Sarri Allegri that we will talk a bit later about. Maybe some people believe me, some people no. Let's talk about that a bit later. Master Manager, ciao. Do you think there is any chance of signing Zidane or Guardiola if we sack Sarri? Again, we speak about millions for those types of trainers. Guardiola, if I'm not wrong, he was, there were some rumors to pay him 24 millions a year. That's crazy, 24 millions a year for Guardiola. If we sack, because now on the 30th of June, the contract of Allegri will stop officially with Juventus, so 7.5 millions will be saved, or we will not spend them anymore. But if we sack Sarri with a 5.5 million, we still have to pay him for 2 more years. Signing Guardiola with a salary of 24 million euros, that's actually 30 million for trainers, one that is not training and one yes. So I don't know what's more urgent now, midfield, because we can speak bad about Sarri how much we want. We have to say also that the midfield, our management build, is not at the level. It's just not at the level, and that's a big problem. When you wait,
It's not at the level.
let me.
It's just not at the level, and that's a big.
Okay, no, because I'm also on Twitch, so I have someone on Twitch. It's the first time I'm using Twitch. No, that first one on Twitch is actually myself because I'm watching my Twitch. So sorry that I was interrupted, but Guardiola, I think yeah, it will be difficult today to have him. On the other hand, maybe Agnelli is really uh, tired of Sarri, and you want to go full power all in. But also that will depend on the European Cups ban from Manchester City for 2 years, because I'm sure 2 years without Champions League for Guardiola is not something that he will consider. So maybe that will be a chance that he can leave Manchester City without close. And yeah, maybe yes, but we will have to invest massively in our midfield, because even Guardiola, with the players we have today, we have Rabiot, who's mentally absolutely not there. We have Ramsey, who is crystal player that he can be injured every 2 minutes. Pjanic is really gone, and he did a disaster season this season. So we have so many problems that even Guardiola, you will not be able to play tiki taka with Guardiola. So let's see what will happen there. I can't follow with the comments, but can Juve win Serie A? We have 1 point lead. A lot will depend of those 4 games. I had it here. I wrote it down. So the calendar of Juve, Lazio, and Inter. So we are playing Bologna, Lecce, Genoa, Torino, and Milan on the 7th of July. Apparently, except of Milan and maybe Torino, they are quite easy to play with a normal Juve. Now we don't know how we will do it, so that's really dangerous. But if we win those 5 games, probably yes, we will have some self-esteem, self-confidence, and we will be able to play and to win Serie A. But if we fail to win some games there in the 5 that come, then it will start to be really difficult, because we have Lazio, we have Roma, we have a lot of teams to play. Lazio is playing against Atalanta, Fiorentina, Torino, Milan, and Lecce, so they have it a lot more difficult. And that's why I'm saying we have to win the 5 coming games, absolutely, no matter how. Even if it's 1-0 with a 96-minute goal, I don't care, but we have to win it, whatever happens. Lazio, Atalanta, Fiorentina, Torino, Milan, Lecce, I'm sure they will fail some game and drop some points. Also, because don't forget, we play 2 games. We have already some minutes in our legs. Lazio didn't play an official game yet, huh? So we have to take that in consideration. Inter that winning today, but it's not over, because Sampdoria is attacking right now, and this is the 76th minutes. Let's wait. They try. Long shot. Ooh! Sorry if I'm looking at the Inter at the same time, but it was next to the post, so I was wishing in a 2-2. But if they win, they have 6 points behind us, and they are playing Sassuolo, Parma, Brescia, Bologna, Verona, so they have a bit more easy games to come. So will we win? A lot will depend on those games. Nowadays, I'm afraid of Orsolini. Me too. That's the biggest danger, and he was our player. I would have loved to see him, but on the other hand, he had also with Bologna, he didn't have an amazing start of the season. Of the years when he played before, until he found the coach that was made for him, like Mihailovic, who gave him a chance and persevered with him, and now it's an incredible player. So yes. Pogba again. I hope so. The hashtag. Do you think we should get rid of Danilo and bring a new right back? Because one of the problems is that they are not throwing balls in the box for Ronaldo and Dybala. Danilo is not bad. He missed the penalty. I know it's not bad, but is it the quality right back that we need? No. On the other hand, Juventus has a history of really poor right backs when it comes to center, to do some crosses, because that's really, really difficult. Lichtsteiner, one of my idols. I love Lichtsteiner. The guy was playing amazingly well, but he couldn't do a cross, except the last part of the season. I think the 2 last games he was doing crosses like crazy. But that's difficult if you look about the recent history of Juventus. So who would we have? I would love to have Meunier, but looks like he will sign with Dortmund. It was free, also that would have been a really good one. Uh, let's see. Buonasera Giuseppe, molto bella la giacca, un abbraccio e speriamo bene per domani, forza Juve. Luca, ciao Luca, I'm really happy that you are here. He was giving nice compliments about the jacket. Yes, it's the anthem jacket, the new one of Juventus. It's the 2021 jacket. I was really, really lucky to find it already because normally you can pre-order it on the site, but they will start ship them from next week, actually the 25th. So actually, if you order and you need it, you will have it probably around the end of June. So I'm really lucky to have it. So yes, really, really happy about that. Let me go back because we have some people. AAH 86. Biggest problem of Sarri is not the creativity at all. No one from midfield joined Dybala and Ronaldo. Same slow moves from 90 minutes. I agree with that. Now, on the other hand, and I will be honest, let's be honest, even Dybala, even Ronaldo, they didn't play well at all. So it's not only, it's total problem that Juventus has at the moment. Everywhere for sure, the midfield is not helping because that's also the brain of the team. They should play back, play front, play to the horizontals, and they are not doing it. They played only good for 30 minutes versus Milan before disappearing. That's it. But even in those nice 30 minutes, we were not dangerous at all. I agree. I agree. We had a comment about. Let me check. There was a nice comment about. Do you think selling Cancelo was a mistake? I heard from rumors that Cancelo had a lot of problems in the dressing room, in the locker rooms with the team. Was not somebody that had a really great connection with the guys. Was quite silent. So, when you have those types of characters, better out than in. And on the other hand, even if he was a really good offensive players, there were some part of last season where he was not performing really well. We saw amazing games from Cancelo, and sometimes he was disappearing, not even playing with Allegri because he was not listening. And now you see. Is at Manchester City. He's not having a really great season. They are speaking. There were some rumors to have him back at Inter. So after Inter, he went to Juventus to Manchester City, and going back to Inter. So let's see what they will do there. But I think it's a player for 3-5-2 of Conte more than a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, because then he can really unleash his offensive style. So let's see there. Live update: Ericsson out. Yeah, I saw him going out of the field. I didn't know if it was for injury or if it was just because it was a decision of Conte. Let me know because I didn't saw that. Lara, thank you. I really love your videos. I hope you should reach 1 million subscribers. Guys, that's really optimistic. I have to say, it's really optimistic. Why is that optimistic? I explain. I started the channel without big, targets in a short term. I believe we should have big dreams and targets at long term, but short term not. The only target I had was I started on the 2nd of January 2020, and my goal is to have 1,000 subscribers before 31st of January 2020, so that my year actually I have 1,000 subscribers. That's my first thing. Now 1 million, even if probably you are joking or exaggerating, if you look, Juventus has 2.6 million people on YouTube. That's crazy. But that's only 2.6 millions. Even if we are so many millions people supporting Juventus, only 2.6 millions are following Juventus on YouTube. So I don't have the pretension to have 1 million. And then you have a lot of Italian YouTubers, really great YouTubers, Colpo Gobbo, Kino from Kinoshi. You have Anino. Those guys have 50,000, 25,000, 10,000 subscribers. So I don't have the pretension to have 1 million. If I have already 1,000, I would be really happy. So I had the hello from Riturai, ciao. Happy. Do you think there is a possibility of Cancelo coming back to Juventus? No, that's a quick answer. I explained a bit why, but I think it's more, personality than something else. Milan DVD. Ciao, Milan. Yes, I'm from Belgium. I live in a bit outside of Brussels. I work, I have my office in Antwerp, but I'm traveling around Europe. So maybe once I can travel again because I'm not allowed to momently. I will be in Europe and you will see me somewhere. That will also really be fun because I was thinking, from the moment I am outside of the country, I also sleep a lot in hotels and so on, and I am also always having annoying myself. I'm bored in the hotel in the evening because I'm alone, far away from my family. So I think I will do a bit more lives in the future while I'm in hotel. So yeah, if you would be there, that will be amazing to keep me a bit entertained while I'm alone in the hotel. At least I have my Juventus friends. Stefano, ciao Stefano. Sarri versus Pjanic was a fake. At the end, everything is done to confuse our beloved Juventus. Stefano, you are my friend from Belgium, and I will tell you really, it was not fake. It's a real story. I heard from someone really near to Juventus who was there. So I can guarantee you it's not a fake story. And if you are telling me, yes, but Sarri said to Sky, to Nerozzi, he said that it was a fake because they have a great relationship with Miralem Pjanic. I just tell you one thing, Stefano. What did you expect he would say to Sky? Yes, I had some words with that little bastard. I don't believe so. So I explain a bit for the people that didn't see the video, and then you believe me or not. I was not there physically, so it's also I am trusting somebody who told me. But what apparently happened, and I believe it, um, is that today there was a training in the morning. Okay, what happened is that Sari was pushing all the players a lot, and especially Pjanic. He was telling him to do a kind of skill exercise, whatever, and Pjanic was not able to do it, or I don't know why he didn't want to, or he was not able to do. And what actually happened was that uh, Sarri, and that's the problem with a 60 years old coach that is not used to train young guys or that didn't adapt himself to young guys. He told him, if you give up, if you can't do it, you're a sissy. Words that are wait. Sampdoria is playing. No, okay, they missed the free kick. So he said, you're a sissy. You're a guy who are giving up, and that's not okay. Why are you doing that? And Pjanic didn't like that comment. So Pjanic went away from training, but before leaving the training session, he said actually, talk to me again when you have won as many trophies as me. And that's really, really a problem. You cannot say that to your coach. And Sarri couldn't say that also neither to Pjanic. So that's what actually happened. The big problem there is that none of the players that were in training session, they were calming down the tension, not defending Pjanic, not defending Sarri. They were just there waiting. That's what happened. So yeah, you know after that can happen, and it happened with Zidane and Torricelli. Sorry, Zidane. It happened with Lippi and Torricelli in the past. It happened with Allegri and Bonucci. But, it's not the first time that they have problems like that in every team of the world. But most of the time, when you have those kind of things, the senators, the players that have some insanity in the group, that are here and there to calm down everything, and that didn't happen. So let's see what will happen with that, because it's a really problem, especially because we have so many problems in our midfield. Ramsey is not ready. Sari said it then in the press conference. It's not ready to play 90 minutes. So Pjanic, you want or you don't want, but you have to play him. Otherwise, you will play with two men, or taking back Rabiot on the right. So I believe he will play tomorrow. They talk probably with each other after the training session, but That's what I heard, and then I also saw that one. And Monblano is really pushing on that news. The relationship between Nedved and Paratici has gone with Sarri. Yes, that's what I heard. Monblano is really pushing on that news, saying that those were the people that trusted him and pushed to have him, but yes, apparently they don't trust him anymore. I said a lot of time. Juventus is a club that doesn't dismiss trainers in the middle of the season. Who do you want as a coach? Allegri, forget about it. He has a contract of 7.5 million for 10 remaining days. Not even, because we are the 21st, so 9 days, guys. He will not come back, and that's also crazy. Even if I loved Allegri, I have no problem with Allegri, but we changed coach to change the mentality of the team. Do you really think that we will go to Allegri? That will be really, really a problem, and admitting that we did a big mistake, and Juventus will never do that. You know what can happen? I just leave it there. Pirlo. Why not? Why not Pirlo for the remaining of the season? I don't say that Pirlo will be the trainer of Juventus next season, but he can be a solution. Pirlo has a really great relationship. He can be helped with Storari. They know each other really well. They played at Milan. They played at Juventus together. I was also believing in Barzagli helping, but he said and he made a choice for a living, for private reason, to go back to Fiorentina, to Firenze, not Fiorentina, to Firenze. So is it true or not? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe it was because his relationship with Sarri was not great. I don't know. I don't know. Pirlo, good option to complete the season. Why not? Why not? He's a player with a palmarès, someone that we trust in. So can be, but again, I don't believe Juventus would change Sarri meanwhile, or all the players stop playing what they're actually doing now. To be honest, they are on the field, but they don't play. So it is what it is. What did I miss? The little bastard. Yeah, uh, if you pass to Toulouse, tell me, buddy. I will be pleased to prendre un café. Yeah, if I go to Toulouse, that's a really beautiful city. Yeah, for sure, I will come and say hello, Marco Sufian. Absolutely, yes. Which player you think would be perfect in the Sarri midfield? Again, I believe in Arthur with Bentancur as a playmaker, Arthur on the right, and on the left, the dream would be Pogba. If we can't have Pogba, I was also believing in Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid, player that is not really, in on all the medias and so on, but a player that can be really good. It's a Matuidi style, but with good feet. I love Matuidi if only he had good feet. And then we have a really young midfield for the coming years, because they are all young. I think 23. Yeah, I think they're all of them are 23. So you can really start building on that midfield. Would that be ideal? No, I prefer Pogba for sure, but I believe yes. And then if you speak about crazy names, you have Kevin De Bruyne. Marco Sufian is a big fan of Kevin De Bruyne, but we have Kevin De Bruyne. We have De Jong. Those are great players. Tonali, yes, I love Tonali, but is he the player we want? Ooh, there was a big, harsh fall versus a player of Inter. I believe it's a frustration fall. Why? Because Inter is really playing, losing time. They are scared. Oh, it's not that a big fall, actually, to be honest. I just saw the replay. I think Inter won 2-1, unfortunately, and they are losing time. They are afraid to play. So what do we have here? Yes, Matuidi is a fighter, but he can't kick a ball. It's true. It's true. Hey, but you are laughing about Matuidi, but Matuidi is the only one who did a shot on goal together with Bonucci the last games. Van de Beek. Hey, ciao, Swain long time ago. Van de Beek is great. Yeah, but apparently he's all in for Manchester United. He was promised to Real Madrid, but I think they will leave him. out of their plans because they are targeting, or actually they are trying to be a bit cautious with the Mercato. They will do a few things, but not a lot. So they leave him and probably will go to Manchester United and not Juventus. I said it, and the problem of Matt Van den Beek is you cannot swap a player with Ajax, because we have players we want from Ajax, and that's a fact. But who will go from our team to Ajax? The only players that could have accepted it was Marco Piazza. He went to Anderlecht, so that's not even a player that we can exchange. But if Thomas Partey come, Bentancur will play at the right midfield. I see Thomas Partey actually more on the Matuidi role on the left, even if a lot of time he also play in that role. But that would be the great thing, that really you have the flexibility of interchanging player, because also Arthur can play on the left as a playmaker on the right. That's the beauty of it. You can change and play how you want. That's also Pogba was able to play on the left, on the right. I love those kinds of versatile players, even if I really believe you have to have a defined role. That's important. And that's what's happening with Bernardeschi. We bought him. He lost confidence, but the guy plays in the three in the front on the right, then on the left, then he played as a trequartista, then as a midfield on the right, on the left. He just missed being goalkeeper, and he did everything. So I really believe in players playing their positions. Merda won. Yeah, unfortunately they won, so I'm watching here. Yeah, Lukaku, Lautaro, they did it. So -6 from Juventus. Do you think Kulusevski will add to the midfield? No, I believe they will play him in the front and not in the midfield, because otherwise we are doing again the same mistakes. We buy a player with talent and we put him in a wrong position. Probably he can do it. Probably he can play, but his real skillful position, where he's really strong at, is in the front on the right. Probably we will try to sell Douglas Costa or Bernardeschi so he can play there. I saw already. I don't know if you noticed, but Kulusevski, since the moment he signed for Juve, he can't play football anymore. That's what they are all saying. He can't play football. He's bad. Today Gazzetta gave him a 5.5. It's true that he didn't play really well versus Torino, but hey, come on, he's a great guy. He's young. He will have time to come. Leave him alone. Breaking news: Juventus have just signed Giuseppe Acaggi for 10 million. What a perfect signing for Juventus. My friend, I think you don't want to see me on a football field. I'm 38. I'm running no. The last time I was running, I was like 23 or something like that. So no. I have an autonomy of energy and breathe for 3 minutes. But those 3 minutes, I can guarantee you, I'm a beast. I'm a beast in 23. I'm a kind of Zidane player with the touch, the right feet of Del Piero, but only 3 minutes per game. So yeah, but yeah, no, I don't think you want to see me at Juventus. Ciao, Mohamed. I hope you are doing well. Elbow of Calf is a Discord. Actually, the guys has a really nice Discord. So that's a bit of inside joke. I have also put in the description the Telegram link. So if you want to join for nice chats day and night in every language you want, come and join us. We have problems, two major problems. We can't sell deadwood players. We don't replace players after we release them or sell them. I agree, Mo. And that's the problem with those kind of plus Valenza profit players we have. We bought Rabiot, we took him for free, and that's fine, and that's great, because then you can sell him also for 20 or 30 million euro, and that's beautiful because it's all in the pocket. But if you give him 7 million plus 2 of bonus, then it starts to be really difficult to sell a guy like that. Who wants to buy Rabiot after a year at PSG where he didn't play? He didn't go to France with the World Cup because he had troubles. Now he goes to Juventus. He's mentally weak. A problem with his mother. Problem with his vacation. Problem he doesn't want to go to Juventus. He like feet because he's fetishist. All those kind of stories. Who wants to give 9 million to a player like that? I don't know. Probably Tottenham because I don't know, or where can you go? Everton because Ancelotti knows him, and he's a bit like a father from him because he knew it uh, from PSG. So that's a difficult part when you are taking too many risks. And if you have one risk per season, that's fine. But you can go over that. Extension of Kedira, same thing. The guys, I said instead of J Medical, it became a K Medical, the Kedira Medical. He has, his reason. It's like the clubs, the discotheques, where you have a lot of DJs coming, and then you have one resident because he's always there. For me, that's Kedira, resident at J Medical, but the guy is winning 6.5 million to stay at J Medical. Sooner or later we will call him Dr. Kedira. Sorry, I'm laughing with my own jokes, but it's true, and that's a big problem. Um, not as a player, but as a commentator, I make so many mistakes when I talk Italian, French, English, whatever language. I make a lot of mistakes. So I don't know if people wants to have me as a commentator, but I can guarantee you that I'm really good in commentating FIFA games. I did it on some lives we played with socials or some tournaments, and it was in the beginning of the lockdown. So I was commentating a few FIFA games. It was really funny. If you have the opportunity and you have nothing to do, go and watch them because they're really, really nice, especially when I score. Ciao Giuseppe, which striker would you like to replace Higuain? Milik, Jimenez, yeah, I know it's from Wolverhampton. Um, we have a problem. We have a problem because not only the midfield but also there, because Sarri always had the idea, and I can guarantee you also that rumor and that story. He always wanted to play Ronaldo in the front. Always, his idea was playing Ronaldo as a nine in the team. But unfortunately, Ronaldo doesn't want to. He wants to play on the left because he scored 700 games from that position. In Real Madrid, also, we have Benzema that played for him on that position. Even if with Portugal, he doesn't care. He plays as a nine. But with the teams, he doesn't want to. So we have a problem there because instead of having two strikers, Higuain and Ronaldo, we have only one Higuain. And when he's not there, we have nobody. We tried Dybala as a falso nueve, but the guy is playing more in the midfield because Pjanic is not really giving passes than in the front. So that's a problem. We had Moise Keane, but the guy, yeah, to have some profit, we gave him to Everton, where he's having a really bad season. I know he didn't start again today. I don't know if he entered in the last minutes of the game or not, but he didn't start anyway. So who do I want? Milik, he can be a great B solution, but also him, again, 2 years of injury prone. We have enough of injuries. I would not do that. Pay attention to it. He's a great potential player, but pay attention. So my dream is Icardi. I know people doesn't like him. Wandanara, his wife, and stories. He come from Inter. I don't care about gossip. He's a striker. He's a beast. Will he play for the team? Because that's another argument. People are saying yes, but he's not playing for the team. I'm sure when you go to a club like Juventus, you adapt yourself. He's a beast, so he would be perfect. And yeah, that's one player I really want to, but I don't know if it will happen or not. What else do we have? Ronaldo as a striker +1. If we have active team that will assist the Don, he will agree. Yeah, that's also another problem. But we have Douglas Costa, but also him. The problem is he never played. He never played. Look like now he came back again. He has only 60 minutes of autonomy. Not even actually, to be honest, he has 30 minutes. And I don't understand why Sarri is playing and starting him. Don't do that. Put him the last 30 minutes where he knows that the game ends at 90, 95 minutes, and he go full power instead of let him start. or he has 90 minutes and that's fine. Otherwise, no. Um, Everyone says we have no fullback. Look, we have Luca Pellegrini. Yes, we have him for next season, and that's a big, big, big mistake of Juventus. I don't understand why we loaned him, and if you want to have him to to grow and to let him play a lot, that's fine. But then you need someone to replace him, and we gave him in on loan, and we never replaced him. So big, big problem. Um, no wonder Kedira is smart. He's getting paid without playing. Imagine me getting paid millions without working. Yeah, I have to say, and not, now I know you are joking more, but let's be honest. Kedira, I'm sure he preferred to play. I'm sure he preferred to play, and it's actually sad. I saw some statistics. He played only 22 games in the last 2 years. That's it. Instead of going in J Medical and doing some exercises all day long and wake up not even being able to play, but just re-education. I'm sure he would love to play, but yeah. So I'm really sad for him because he's burning his career just being in the J Medical. Um, I saw a comment about another name that was really interesting. Wait, let me go back. Ciao, James. I hope you are doing well, my friend. Wait, I had a really nice comment about Cavani. I don't find him back. Wait, where is it? Here from Matthias. Cavani is a great financial option, but he's 33. If you can give him 1 year or 2 year, with option to the second, why not? Because indeed, I believe Cavani is a player that is quite fit. Even he had an injury last year, but he's quite fit. Player with a lot of physical power. Also a good striker. I would love to have him 1 year, not more. But I would not, you know, if you take Cavani now to have Haaland next year, that's fine for me if that's your plan. If you take Cavani, you give him 3 years contract, then we have a problem because we have already, the most old team of Serie A. So we have an old team, guys. So yeah, depends. Um, Vortex Milik is a squad player at best. It's true. It's true. I would love to have Milik as a B plan. Why B? Because I'm always scared about his injuries, but he's good. He's good, and he's also fighting for the team. We had another comment about Spinazzola. And that's something I really want to say before I continue and we finish because it's a format of 1 hour, 1 hour and five. Thank you to all of you guys because I try to answer all the comments I have on my videos and so on, and there are such nice comments. First of all, they are polite, and I love that. Second of all, they are really smart from people that understand football. And I really love that. I read all the comments. I love to read them because that gives me also some ideas, inspiration, that give me sometimes another vision because sometimes I think left and people are trying to explain me right. And I say, okay, yeah, it's right. It's okay. We have a nice people. I never saw him in the live, but he's commenting all the videos. He's called Owen. Owen is putting really nice long comments. I love it. Then we have Daniel Penuto, who's writing a lot of comments and really long ones. You don't have to write long comments to be right, guys. But thank you because that really makes me really happy. Look, we are 25 people. It's nearly midnight, my country, and also today. And that's something I'm really proud of. I reached 650 subscribers today, so that's really nice. I said, I think the 1st of June I was about 320 subscriber. We are 650 subscribers. That's a lot. I was imagining all the people from the chat and from the subscriber being in the same room. 650. It's crazy. So thank you, for that. What else do we have? James, let's talk about James. After watching all four Serie A matches so far, I can confidently say Juventus has shown the worst football after lockdown of all Italian teams. Do you think tomorrow will be any different for us? Two things. The first thing, James, is it's not only the worst football of Italy and Serie A, is even from Europe. I saw a lot of team playing from Premier League, from Germany, even if I don't like Bundesliga and the teams were there, but Germany, La Liga, and so on, we are playing bad. And I can accept, really, I can accept people that says me we are 3 months at home, so it's difficult to go back to football. I understand that, but then when I see all the other teams playing, like you are saying, there is a problem. There is a real problem, and it can not only be physically. Okay, we have injuries, but other teams also have injuries. So I agree with that. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing, do you think it will be different tomorrow? No, my friend. No. And and for the supporters, it will even be worse. And I will tell you why. Because I'm an optimistic and positive guy, but we have no supporters in the stadium. It will not be at Juventus Stadium, but at Dallara in Bologna, smaller stadium. Then you know it will be really difficult for Juventus with all the injuries and so on. Yeah, I believe it will be hard with all the what happened the last days, with the negativity around the stadium, with the fact that Ronaldo doesn't want to play on the striker position. I don't believe it will change tomorrow. I hope we can win 1-0. I said it 1-0 at the 96th minute. I hope so. Oh, and that's what I wanted to say. For the supporters, it will be really difficult. Why? Because the game is at 9:45, so it's quite late. It's really late. Last time, I promise you, I was watching the final versus Napoli. I did a live halftime comment. I thank God I did that live halftime comment, because I was falling asleep in a final of Coppa Italia. The first I had really difficulties to stay awake, and it was at 9 o'clock. Now we are playing at 9:45. Okay, why they are doing it? Because of the climate, because it's really warm in Italy. Um, you are bad at pronostics. Let's hope your guess is wrong again. Yeah, I'm really. That's why I never. But hey, pay attention, Stefano. I'm not doing a pronostic. I'm saying, I hope. I hope. I'm not doing pronostic. I never do pronostic. The only thing I did the pronostic, and that's true. I said that we would won everything this year: Coppa Italia, Scudetto, and Champions League. And after two games, we already lost the Coppa Italia. I was convinced that we would have won everything. Why? Because the year is so strange that could have been the best Juventus year possible to win everything. But there is one thing I wanted to come back on, because we are all criticizing Sarri, and probably we are right. But you remember last year, Sarri was receiving criticizes from everywhere at Chelsea, from all the players. Remember that change with Kepa in the goal? He wanted to sub him. Kepa said, "No, I stay on the field." Sarri was screaming, "Go out." He said, "No." So we were saying that he had a lot of problems there with the team that were not supporting him, and so on and so on. And at the end, I don't know how, but the guy, he won the UEFA Cup. He did it. So I'm not going too fast, but who knows? Maybe it's the year of Juventus with the Champions League. Would be a strange year. Wait, let me take that away. So for the people that join, I'm really happy. I have the new. Here it is. The new Anthem jacket. I love it. It's an amazing jacket. I'm really happy because I found it already before the official release of the site. So if I can recommend you, buy it. It's an amazing one. Ali Bebad, you didn't tell me what I think about Ruben Neves. It's a good player. It's a good player. I know. I think it's from the his agent is also the one of Ronaldo, Jorge Mendes, I believe. I don't know if he will sign. To be honest, I know it's a good player. I saw some games, but I never really went into detail, Ali. So I cannot answer you 100% sure what I think about him. I will try to check and to follow him, especially if we start hearing his name. At the moment, to be honest, I didn't see a lot, and also the rumors not. Um, we love your videos. If you keep up the pace, you will be a great YouTuber. Thank you. I will try to. I will try to. At the end, I'm not deciding. I post, you love it or not, and then and yeah. The only thing I ask is if you love my videos and Juventini that speak English around you, spread the channel. My problem with Sarri isn't his style of tactics, but the way he comment to the media. I've never seen Juve coach give so bad comments such as him. Rad, I agree with you. The only thing I have to say is, and I love the management. I love the management of Juventus. I love and I'm really thankful for everything what Agnelli did. I believe Paratici is a top class manager, but can we blame Sarri? I don't think so, because Sarri is 60 years. He's training from the bottom to Juventus in all the categories. You know that. When you sign Sarri, you know what you have to attend from him. You know it. The first press conference, he was perfect. Why? Why was he perfect? Because you have a communication team behind him. They probably coached him for like 3 days, to prepare every line that he had to say. And he was really honest, but it's driven by what you have to say. The post game comments, where you have not that communication team of Juventus to brief him and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, then he's going freestyle. But you know it. You can't change a man of 60 years that build himself actually from a bank he stopped. So you know it. And do I have a problems with him being honest? No. Is he representing still a Juve? No. I didn't want Sarri at Juventus, but at the end, I always say, you have to take your responsibility. Let's go to the end of the season with the guy, except if you have a collapse in everything and then you have to leave. But at the moment we are not there. Where I have problems with Sarri is just in the fact that he's a really bad people manager. You can see it in my playlist, biggest mistake of Sarri. I made it in January and I still keep saying it. The problem with Sarri is that he's 60 years old. He's from a generation, and it is like it is. Think about your fathers or grandfather from 60. The education way they had was a lot more strict and a lot more disciplinary. Yeah, it's not something a bad person. That's not what I'm saying. But the education from the time was really different. So it means that you give a direct order and you accept the people that is under you, that is your son or your employee, to execute it without problem. So okay, so that's one of the problems, because he's of that generation, Sarri. Now if you look the generation of people you are training, it changed a lot from 40 years ago or 30 or 20 years ago. We are now in a generation, I continue to say it, I think it's important to know that, of people that we are in an instant like world momently. So that means you post something on Instagram, you receive immediate likes. You post something on TikTok, you write something on Twitter, you have instant like, instant feedback, and what you post or tag or whatever is always really short. It's like 15 seconds or 280 characters. So the world is made like that today. So that means that if you are used to that world, when you are in the real world, you also expect from your parents, from your management, that they act like it, that they give you short, impactful feedback and likes. people are not used to receive bad feedback, constructive feedback in a hard way. Today we are in a world where what you say you can be misinterpreted, so we have to really pay attention to what we say, how we act. And if you have a coach like Sarri, who is from an older generation and don't adapt himself to the new generation player and understand that, then we have a big problems, guys. And I think that's for me his most bad skill. Would you like to have Petracchi as a sport director? No, no. He came from Torino. He's at Roma. It's not bad, but no, I don't see him. I love Paratici. Yeah? He made mistakes, probably, yes. Don't forget, what he did with Kedira extension, Matuidi, and so on. Mandzukic, even the extensions, they were not really his things. Those were old promises from Beppe Marotta. Because now I see a lot of people. I just say good night to I love football. Ciao. Good night, and hope tomorrow we win together, guys. I will probably do also a halftime reaction as I did the last time. But no, I really believe Paratici is a king. He's really good. He has to deal with old promises like Beppe Marotta, because I saw a lot of people praising him and saying, yeah, but since he left, it's a chaos. Yeah. Let's see, but not Petracchi. I still believe in him, guys. A few last question, and then I finish. You have really nice, great ideas, man. I don't know what you are referring to, Milan, but let me know. But thank you anyway. Thank you. Conte is crying every time. I was not following, but if he cries even when he win, I know. Awar, good player, can be a really good one. Yeah. I heard, but that's the problem. I heard that Lyon is pushing to have Matuidi in the deal. So Matuidi plus money to have Awar. I would prefer not, because Matuidi is actually our only really defensive midfielder. So I would pay attention to sell him. If it's the only way to have Awar, why not? Why not? Would you think? What do you think about playing with three center backs when Chiellini, Marucci, De Ligt are fit or for fight? I believe the 3-5-2 is not something that you can have as a stable all year long formation. But I love 3-5-2. When I was a trainer, I was playing with a 3-5-2 with the kids under 13. It was something really good. So I would love to see that, because actually we have more defenders than midfielders that are fit. Yes. And the problem is that Sarri will never do it. He promised it. He said, I prefer to die than to play with three center backs. He will never do it. So forget about it. Would I like to see Guardiola at Juve? Who would not? Yeah. But only, and that's important, only with another midfield. After Petracchi's situation in Roma, you think it would be easier for Paratici to get Zaniolo? No. And that's the thing why I loved Petracchi, was because the guy, he was giving all the players to Juventus. He was giving actually Zaniolo, selling Riccardi, young player that can be the new Totti. That was how they call him at Roma. But yeah, he was doing a lot of deal. Swap Cristante, Mandragora could have been really great, and that's probably the reason why they put him aside from Roma, because they said, "Guy, you are a bit too much linked with Juventus." I just want to say hello to Michael. Michael will be the host, my host, on Tuesday evening, 10 o'clock, to discuss about Juve Bologna, and the upcoming game. Not on this channel, but on the Juve show. So, guys, if you don't follow the Juve show, it's once a week. We try to do a nice show about Juventus, also 1 hour, 1 hour 30 with live guest, and Michael will be there. for the first time. So if you never seen it, go for it. And it's also in a podcast version, where for people that have no time to watch all the YouTube things, you can find us on that. And he was saying, do you buy what Montblanc is saying about Paratici and Nedved losing faith in Sarri? So we discussed already about that, Michael, previously. But yeah, I think yes. But I believe everyone lost faith in Sarri. We were expecting. I don't say everything, because you need time. But at the moment, we are nowhere. And then Milan was answering Pirlo as a coach, the Insta with direct responding, Sari coming from another generation, just already in general. Grazie Milan, thank you. Guys, I'm actually over time. It's 1 hour and 10 minutes in live. You're still there with 22 people. I don't know how you do it to listen to me for more than an hour. You're crazy, guys, but thank you. I love it. I hope tomorrow we win. We didn't even talk about Bologna, but Bologna, don't forget, Mihailovic is back. Players are fighting for him. We have a really big danger. Ossolini, power and speed, is fast, so he can be really, really dangerous. So pay attention to that. And we are, I believe, it's the worst Juve situation that we knew since the last year. So are we winning today, tomorrow? I don't know. It will be a tough game in Bologna. Guys, thank you. I hope that next time, on next Sunday, we will comment some victories. We have two games to play, if I'm not wrong. Bologna and Lecce. Would be great if we do it with 6 points more and with some goals. If we win, we have to score. Grazie. Ciao. Forza Juve.